It's your host with the most, Thaddeus Bluffington Jr. III. And you are now listening to the smooth sounds of Mood by Dis Silas and the Big Back Poppers here on Kicks at 107 FM.
Yeah, I got style, I got grace. See this fit, I got taste. Too much drip, too much flavor in your face. Cause know that I'm a mood. Better know that I'm a mood. I look good, I look great. See this skin, see this face. You don't love yourself, I can't relate. Cause know that I'm a mood. Better know that I'm a mood. Can't be fake. See this drip, take a dip in that lake. I'm a star on top of that rocket. Finna blast off. Shout out to Take. Mama gave me the essentials to kick butt, take name, it up and be great. Don't be mad, I'ma move when you look at your food or the rub. I'm the stick on that plate. Baby, I'm mad at me. How I do it so casually. Doing this so big, hell, I can't make it up. Maybe it's Maybelline. Like, who in the hell do you think it is? Walking around here looking that good. That whoever don't feel the same, butt cheeks about to meet the back of my foot. I got style, I got grace. See this fit, I got taste. Too much drip, too much flavor in your face. Cause know that I'm a mood. Better know that I'm a mood. I look good, I look great. See this skin, see this face. You don't love yourself, I can't relate. Cause know that I'm a mood. Better know that I'm a mood. Wanna know what anything I get on? They been chirping and buzzing my fizz on. Tryna find out what it is that I'm about to go do. Cause they know that I put that shit on. Don't be worried about what I'm gon' work. They fresh shit to me, I be like, word. Just know that I'm him and know that she hurt. But that don't mean you can touch my fur, baby. I concur, baby, I concrete. That mean I'm silent whenever I speak. I'm feeling bad to the bone and my bone color fit. Went to Bon Ton just to eat, that's bon appetit. Damn, I look good. Say it to yourself now, don't it feel good? Now stop counting yourself out, one of a kind. Tink, look, engine that could. I got style, I got grace. See this fit, I got taste. Too much drip, too much flavor in your face. Cause know that I'm a mood. Better know that I'm a mood. I look good, I look great. See this skin, see this face. You don't love yourself, which I can't relate. Cause know that I'm a mood. Better know that I'm a mood.
What is up? What is up? What is up? We are back. Late night skull sessions with AJ. And I've got a few good friends of mine. Some of them you've probably seen before. And one new face in particular. Actually, no. Well, depends. Depends on when I introduce them where you actually seen these people, even heard these voices before. Looking at you, lady. Well, we might as well go ahead and start. First of all, I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening. I know this is a little bit of a late start. I was having a little bit of audio and visual difficulties, and my guests were so gracious enough to be patient with me. And for that, I am really, really appreciative of it. And I thank all of y'all for joining in. I see you guys piling on in here. Feel free to say something in the chat. I love to acknowledge you, just like Grant Hardaway is in the building. Thank you so much. And number 52, Nathaniel Diggs, his first one in the building, and he says he couldn't sleep. So hey, you know, it's gonna be some good conversation, man. I don't know if you was trying to go to sleep. This ain't it, not tonight. So, well, let me go ahead and introduce my guests. First, I have Miss Aaliyah Portman. Oh my gosh, she actually has Aaliyah Styles, and there's also this Alicia Portman. But she and I have been involved in many different wrestling leagues, esports wrestling leagues. Let me get this banner out the way. Esports wrestling leagues over the past few years, and this is my first time actually getting a chance to talk to her like face to face. So, Aaliyah, welcome. Thank you for being here, dear.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, anytime. You know, I know your voice very well, you know. I have been
Well, I
on
would hope so.
been on receiving end also of some ass whoopings, but I have dealt some too, but
This is true. Hey, I mean, in my defense, for the first part of my whole rookie year, I couldn't beat you to save my life. So,
hey, it happens. So but it's not gonna happen too much. Okay.
okay,
I love you. I love you. I love you.
love
All
you
right.
too.
And then next up, I have Anthony Fullerton, also
What's
aka
up?
commonly known as John Fullerton, Mister,
Yeah.
aka Mister Easy Money, wide receiver. He diva receiver.
Mhm.
What's going on, Ashley? Hey,
Yeah, chilling.
I just want to give a shout out. I'm liking the music. It's the second show where I kind of had when it was playing, I was like, I'm gonna save this to my Spotify. But it was the
Hey.
last show I was on, and I like that other song that you were playing. I forgot what it was called, but it was like which one was it? It was a Soweto or whatever it was. But
Yes.
I don't know. I was fucking with it. I was like, okay. I see where the tunes are at.
Man, and the crazy thing is, like, I'll hear these like on YouTube because I listen.
Yeah.
I don't even have cable or whatever, so I just watch
Yeah.
YouTube all the time typically. And I put it on like the music, and it just keep going and going, and then I'm just finding new music, and I'm like, this Dear Silas dude that y'all just heard. Oh man, dope. And then Corey says he want him to deliver his eulogy. I'm like, dang, bro, that's
That
Oh,
new
yeah.
Thaddeus at the beginning, that
I got
deep bass voice. I mean, that's
right.
I need that voice to read my eulogy. Originally, Morgan Freeman was number fucking one, and Thaddeus just fucking knocked him out of that position last night.
Yeah.
After, like, mm-mm.
I know that's right. I mean, when I heard it, I had to stop in my tracks. I was like, oh, okay, Thaddeus. Shoot. But I always, while I bring up my topics, I always had a secret fantasy to be like a late night radio show DJ. Like, I was in Atlanta. There was a Quiet Storm with Joyce Lattell. So I would always like practice that. You're listening to V103.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh man, if somebody just give me a chance, man. Just give me a
I mean,
chance.
you have the voice for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
you do.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Uh-oh.
I have a Walmart voice.
Yeah.
Attention, Walmart
Not
shop.
the Walmart voice
Yeah.
though.
Poe Politic and checking in. What is going on, Poe? Actually, I saw one of your shows recently, man. You've been doing a great job. You've been doing your thing for a while. He actually, he interviews different artists in the music industry. So love seeing that. If you want to, man, you can put your link in the chat. And Robert Thump checking in. What's going on? People named Anthony on this show. I mean, don't be hating. All right. So first topic we're going to be talking about is when keeping it real goes wrong. Now, everybody is talking about, hey, I want to tell everybody what's on my mind. I want to be able to speak my mind and say everything that's that's there. And okay. But when does that go wrong? So I got this from a Dave Chappelle skit. And
Hey, I'm sorry, Ashley, but I knew. I was like, when I saw that,
Yep.
I was like, she got that from Chappelle's show.
I sure did.
Well,
I
keeping
did.
it real goes wrong.
And I'm wondering, is that like a real thing though? Like, do people just keep it real, and then all of a sudden, they wind up getting arrested because they done vandalized a police car because it was a wrong number. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for you, have you ever witnessed maybe somebody keeping it real and then it just went really wrong or really south? Or have you yourself ever been in that situation where like, hey man, I'm gonna keep it real and I'm gonna tell you the way I feel, and he was like, damn, I probably should have just held that in, bro. I wish I could get that back, something like that. And I want to start with you first. I'm gonna see who's not in the searching. Everybody's in searching mode right now. Dang. I'm gonna start with you first, Anthony.
When keeping it real goes wrong now.
Yes.
But honestly, I think I think overall I'm a very conservative person, so I don't really project too much. I mean,
I can see that.
I've had it happen at work a few times, just being out of state for work, and um, I would say I used it for my benefit, because as you know too, like the industry that I work in too, and I had to kind of show that I wasn't a punk. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
and it was like because we were getting paid to go to somewhere, so I had to kind of show that I wasn't like that. And I think for me it kind of went the right way
Yeah.
because it was showing like I had to keep it real because these inmates they looked at us like we were just nothing, and I had to kind of show that and just say, well, we're not like the people that work here. We're from out of state. It's a different vibe and things like that. So I think that it was one of those choices where it worked out for me because then I gained a lot of respect and we were able to take care of various situations throughout um, that particular prison that I had went to. So I don't know. I think other than that, I've always been very conservative. Pick your battles type of deal. If that makes any sense.
Okay. So not a moment to where you were just too real and like,
Nah,
hey, or the classic one. Hey, honey, do I look fat in this? You know,
no, you
there's a
definitely got
point where you can be a
watch
little
what you
too
say.
real and be like,
Yeah,
yeah, baby, listen, I mean, just a little bit, like you filling it out just a little bit more, but I still love you. I mean, you're gonna be on the couch, bro, but like,
yeah. Nah, just be like, oh shit, it's raining outside now. They try to change the subject.
Is my phone ringing?
Yeah, just
Somebody
trying to be
call me.
like you hear that knock on the door? I better go outside. Look at it, we got your whole witness outside. You know what
You
I
know,
mean?
I
Just
think
trying to
my
change the
mom was
subject.
supposed to come visit today.
Okay, somebody had to know.
Uh,
So, Aaliyah, tell me, have you ever been in a situation where you witnessed maybe keeping it real going wrong, or have
Okay,
you
so
yourself?
before I expose myself, let's keep in mind the fact that I'm both a Gemini with ADHD, okay?
Oof.
So there are times where I have no filter, or I have a filter, but I forget to use it. So I was at work one time, and my manager decided that he felt like he was going to talk to us any kind of way he felt like it. And this is one of the days where I forgot to bring my filter with me. And I looked at him with the straightest face in the world. I said, "You don't have to be a douchebag to be a manager."
Nope.
He said, "I'm not a douchebag." I said, "Yeah, you are." He looks at me. He goes, "Well, nobody else thinks that." I said, "Yeah, they do. They're just too afraid to say it." "I'm not afraid to tell you." He said, "Well, at least I can count on you for your honesty." I said, "That's what I'm here for."
Yep.
Hey. Okay. And now, did he change his behavior after that? Did he change his behavior?
He quit.
Nice.
He moved to a whole different store.
Yeah.
Like
Dang.
2 weeks after that.
Oh man. So you just yeah, well, I don't know if that was necessarily going wrong.
I think that part of might have just been a coincidence, but like it didn't help that he kind of got
I'm sure-
quiet after that.
I was sure it didn't. You
I
told
mean,
me
like,
truly.
I know how reckless my mouth can be sometimes, which is why I try to keep my filter on. It's just that specific day, I had like a stressful day at school,
Yeah,
and
caught you
I
on the
had
wrong
to
day.
go from school to work, and I left my filter in between, in the meantime, in between time. So there was no fucks given that day.
Hey, sometimes that's what it is, bro.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes that's what it is. Corey, what about you?
Me personally, I haven't done that route. I'm usually one that I'm pretty much a quiet observer, like at work. Like I just sit back, I just let the shit happen.
That's shocking.
Yeah, believe it or not, like Hey, you know what? They paid me enough money to keep my fucking mouth shut, and I kind of did. That's one place that hey, I know better.
Yeah.
And see,
However,
for me though, I was working at Taco Bell with a minimum wage job, and they won't pay me enough for nothing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
ain't gonna pay me enough to take your disrespect.
I got you.
Yeah. No, you're right. And that kind of brings up the point too. It's like depending on what the job is, because I've heard that quite a bit too. Like you said, if it's a Taco Bell, it's like fuck it. Then it's kind of like then you hear somebody that's higher up in a business aspect, and they're like, yeah, I ain't saying shit.
See, I work in, I live in Southeast Texas. I work in the chemical industry. And, one person at this plant is going to know another at this plant, going to know two others at other plants. I mean, I've been at the same place for 13 years. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not a one that likes to jump around. So, but God forbid if, something stupid happens, I need to go elsewhere, and word gets around quick. It's easy to get blackballed in that industry. So me personally, I just kept my fucking mouth shut, but I've seen a lot of people just go ahead and just let it out. Best one was somebody was talking shit and just letting it go up at the HR office in regards to one of our VPs, and next thing you know, right out from the next door over comes a VP. Person didn't even realize it. We just knew at that point, like, yep, dude, you just kind of put your foot in your mouth big time. He kept it real and took it way too far. 3 days later, we saw him walking out the gate and turning his badge in with the security team, and it's like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you took that one a little too far there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, me, I keep my mouth shut because my wife would shoot me.
We need you around, man. We definitely need you.
Well, that's not healthy.
Nah, she's in the middle, going back to school to be a nurse. So, I'm sole income right now. So my income goes, and I'm probably going to go with it.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be the next Jimmy Hoffa. You won't find my body anywhere, probably.
Oh, stupid.
Chopped up. Never mind.
Yeah.
I live next to Galveston Bay. It's not.
Ain't no telling what's over in there.
Yeah.
So my experience is I actually witnessed this. One of my coworkers as a server, and it was mainly an assumption that was really horrible. She just knew. We kept seeing this one customer that came in maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. She had a large belly, and she was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell her, I'm gonna get her something for her baby shower, when the baby's due and everything, I just want to do something real nice, Okay. She goes up to the table. Hey, I see you coming in here all the time. When are you actually due? I want to get you something for your baby shower. Is it a boy or a girl? I'm not pregnant. Oh shit. Oh shit. Bro. Worst part about it, besides hurting the lady's feelings.
Yeah.
The girl was a food runner, so she was running the food out to my table. So I've been taking care of this table the entire time. Yeah. Now, I didn't make the assumption. I wasn't going to go out there and just say, hey, but if she just happened to drop it, oh, this baby kicking my butt. Oh, cool. Congratulations. Like this confirmation. Yeah. No. I get back to the table. The lady is crying, bawling. She said I was pregnant. I can't believe it. I said, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Server in the back crying because she, hurt the lady. Yeah. I was like, whew. And there was she was a regular too. Oh. So then the managers had to get involved. Oh. She tipped me still, but because I thought that was going to be effective. just be real. You know,
Yeah.
damn, man, you done made it. Ain't she's a regular. You done pissed her off, and she ain't gonna tip me. Damn.
Yep. Yeah. You fucking my money up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be real and
For
shit.
real.
Shut up.
Yeah. You fucking my money up.
But that's the only time I've actually seen that, happening. Grant Hardaway in the building, checking in from work. What is up, Grant? I actually sent him a link. Hopefully, Grant, you'll be able to catch one of these shows one day, man. Love it. And Vampiro.
Vipero.
Vipero. Lucha. Am I supposed to roll the R like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is in the building. I'm here for my bestie. All right, damn, love to see that. Robert Brady Jr. checking in. What is good, Ashley and friends? Also, the music is live as always. Robert Thumb says, yes, a drunk guy when I was a cop tried to tell me that he was going to leave and drive home. Oh, okay. I'm sure that'll work out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm deuces? Really? Okay. And then Pedro Lucha says, afraid to be honest with some people because of that. I mean, I think you should be honest, but I also think that you should be calculated and just kind of like know the room, know what you're talking about. Like even with that situation, like I don't know. Like I'm very heavy on cues and body language and stuff like that. And so if I see something, okay, but like just don't automatically assume it, That I guess
right.
But moving on, and guys in the chat, if you guys want to add anything to this or any topics that we are talking about, feel free to do so, and I'll address them in the chat. Or if you think of something later on, just let me know. So next question is, what do you know? Like, what can you say beyond a shadow of a doubt? Not a guess, not you believe, not you think, but you actually know. And I'll even make it a little bit more harder. What is this? What is something that, what do you actually know that you were never taught, that you weren't taught? Because from my perspective, I think that we're little sponges when we come into the world anyway. So everything that when we come into this world, whatever we're exposed to, like that shapes and molds our environment, our grand scheme of things. That's what, like life is water and we're the sponge. So that part of life is what we're absorbing, right? So if everything that you know now has been taught to you by a teacher, by your parents, by your preacher, by a book, I'm wondering, what the hell do we really know? I don't really think it's too much we really know. Anybody got thoughts on that? Well, while y'all thinking, I know that's kind of a lot. While y'all thinking, Robert Thumb says he found out quickly that wasn't going to happen that night for him. Why is $$ government name up there? Dig says, question, at what age do you not care anymore about keeping it real despite the consequences? Lots of these old folks are crazy, really don't care. I mean,
now.
Yeah.
Now. I'm only 26 now.
When we stop caring about what others think of us.
Because my take on that is people like you don't care how I feel. Why should I care how you feel?
Yeah.
You say what you want to say regardless of how I feel about it. So what's to stop me from saying how I feel regardless of how you feel about it?
It's true. It's that golden rule, right? I guess whatever you put out there.
Do unto others as you would have others do unto you.
Laws of the universe, all of that. It's true. So, what do you know? That's not a guess. I say, only thing you know how to really do is breathe and suckle. That's it. Suckle, because when you came in the world, you had to drink from your mom's breast or that milk bottle, wherever you had. So I think that in the grand scheme of things, when you come, that's the really only thing that you know how to do. And everything else is learned. Everything else is taught to you.
Well, I will say what I do know is, who was it? It was I think it's Cedric the Entertainer.
Mhm.
It was like a simple ass fucking joke, but it was just like basically if you see one person running, guess what? Yo ass should be running too.
That's right.
So it's funny because I remember one of the skits they did. He just started running, and then you see, obviously like all the black people too, but
Okay,
you see everybody they just start running. Like we'll figure out what's going on once we get over there.
We got to be out of the danger
if
zone.
If I see one of you guys running, then guess what? I'm running. So that's what I know. If there's danger afoot and I see somebody running, then my ass is gone too. So I guess that's something I do know. No, but it's definitely, that is kind of an interesting question. Go ahead, my bad.
I know, and I learned this the hard way. I taught myself this the hard way. You don't have to blend into the crowd to be authentically you. Because you can blend into a crowd and completely lose yourself, but if you stand out and be who you are every day, either that crowd is going to accept you for who you are, or they're going to continue about their business and you're going to continue about yours.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so growing up with ADHD, granted, I was diagnosed at a young age, but being around a lot of neurotypical people growing up, I was judged consistently. Like, I was bullied from pre-K all the way up to 9th grade. So, being around a lot of neurotypical people, I learned to mask myself a lot. And I would mask myself in public and then go home and cry myself to sleep because I spent so much time masking. I didn't have enough time to be myself. I forgot who I was. So once I realized, I found my part, at least part of my self-worth, because I'm not going to say I found all of it then, but once I found part of my self-worth, I was like, screw this masking shit. It's not beneficial to me at all. I'm just going to be who I am. If you don't like it, you can cry me a river, build me a fucking bridge, and get over that shit. Because I'm going to be me whether you like it or not.
I think that's important, though. I mean, because depending on the walk of life that you came from, you can lose yourself. You can lose the person that you have become. So it is about staying cognizant of that, and it being real, being yourself and being authentically you. I think people that are also like that, they will appreciate that because they'd be able to recognize it. I don't think that I think you're going to have your share of problems either way, but I think that people will respect you more because you are being, truthful. But I do think that there is a way for you to tell people things and not be harsh about it. And I think that a lot of people are just like you said, just in don't give a damn mode. I don't give a damn how you take it. I just want to tell you what's on my mind, and that's it. That's all. But then when you wondering why you don't have no friends, it's probably why.
Yeah.
So I've been antisocial my entire life. Who needs them?
Just get you in trouble anyway, right?
I've got Jet. I'm good.
Oh, that's right. Corey, what do you know?
Well, it kind of ties into what we first talked about, kind of what Mr. Diggs brought up as well. But I do know that for me personally, sometimes just being brutally honest with people has gotten me a lot further than trying to bullshit and kiss ass.
Yeah.
Especially like back to my job. You know, I'm a subject matter expert in a couple things with my job. And a lot of people don't like to hear what I have to say because, hey, it costs money, but it might end up costing us more money in the long run. But at the same time, I have to tell these people, like, look, it's either we do A, B, C, what I try to recommend, and we get it done the right way, or we do X, Y, Z, and we're just going to screw ourselves over in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I got to reverting back to what we talked about, kind of keeping it real. And I finally, in the past probably 2 years, I'm 35 now, I'll be 36 next month. So probably in the past couple years, I finally just kind of let it all go and said, fuck it. I don't care if people get pissed or not. I'm just going to say what I got to say. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. I don't care. But I finally started to realize at that point when I just started telling them how it needs to be, how it's going to be, how it should be, I don't have to deal with as much bullshit as I used to.
Yeah.
Like the people that even the plant managers and other department heads. I mean, I'm just a piss on hourly employee still, but they don't give me nearly as much shit as they used to because I put it out there for them. Like, look, it's this or we're fucked.
Yeah.
So kind of tying all the other things we talked about already, but that's the one thing I do know, just tell them how it is, how it needs to be. It's going to get you a hell of a lot further than kissing somebody's ass and playing along with their thought process because, facts are facts. It is what it is. If they don't like it, well, it is what it is.
Kiss my ass, so what?
Kiss my ass.
Right? Kiss my ass.
That's how we go.
Catch phrase of the night, kiss my ass.
That's it. That is exactly what it is. That's how we go end off the first half of this show. We are 33 minutes into the show, doing really good. We have 2 more topics to cover. I am going to take a 2-minute break, of course, playing some more tunes I think that you guys are gonna like. Now keep in mind, this is for 18 and over, mature audiences only. So I want to make sure I put that out there because I just don't want nothing later. So, but when we come back, though, we're going to talk about, should there be an age limit to the presidency? I mean, if you can't actually become president until you're 35, shouldn't there be a cap on it? You can't be president after what age? Then we have pros and cons of the service industry. So I'm not sure if all of my guests have worked in the service industry at one point, maybe a server or maybe just some form of being in the service industry. It doesn't have to be a server. You could be a servant, just how I want to know from your perspective. And I think that's going to be a really good topic because it's a lot. And I think that especially if there's like a few servers here, we can kind of open some eyes up to some attitudes around here, that happens. Got to stick up for my people. But we're going to take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back.
Let me get
Zach, that shorty right there.
a baby girl right there.
Yeah, man, shorty, fine, 5'6".
Oh yeah.
Got the hip dip.
Yeah. Give you the good grill.
Yeah, I'm gonna go holler at it real quick.
Hey, do that. Yeah, yo, shorty like 5'5", fuck that 5'6", brown at the top of that lip, drip. Now I'm about to pay for that bill, be still. I dip, you dip, we dip. Got a dip in that heel, giving me real good grip. Flow wet, but I can't slip. If we don't leave right now, then something gon' be real blue like a nigga bank crib. So shorty, let's ride. Rim still spinning, let's glide. Now she asking me why I don't get high, cause I wanna be in my right mind when I go to digging them thighs. Take a look in my eyes. Better yet, look at my heart. About to take a sip of that parched. How you looking good in the hood? Send the blood to the wood. Got me standing up like stay flow starch. I get you bags and fur, but I got the bag first. Shorty, let ride. Put to the side. Baby, that's nasty word. Making them stop and stir. You be the baddest purr. Shorty, let ride. Put to the side. Baby, that's nasty word. Baby, that's nasty, nasty, nasty. Baby, that's nasty, nasty. Making them stop and stir. You be the baddest purr. Shorty, let ride. Put to the side. Baby, that's nasty word. Now I had seen your ass in the back of KJ's for the first time in 12th grade. And baby fat velour and probably juicy couture. Or maybe a Friday you had got paid. I pulled up bump in New Max Manelli. You and your new best friend was shaking jelly. I told you to hop in, from then on we locked in. Then we was rolling like Miss Kelly. We slapped on the boulevard. Now we in pursuit of some cool vibes. A good afternoon. How about we slide by the crib on my side? Seemed like a good time for me to knock the boots. I'ma knock it loose, sipping vodka juice. Ain't talking trains when I bop your caboose. Make you some sub or pack it in the tub, but did you like the couscous? Girl, I get you bags and fur, but I got the bag first. Shorty, let ride, put to the side. Baby, that's nasty word. Making them stop and stir. You be the baddest purr. Shorty, let ride, put to the side. Baby, that's nasty word. Baby, that's nasty, nasty, nasty. Baby, that's nasty, nasty, nasty. Making them stop and stir. You be the baddest purr. Shorty, let ride, put to the side. Baby, that's nasty word. Now let's and then we ooh. Now all together, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
All right. We are back. And I have everybody on mute. So let me go ahead and unmute your mics.
Oh my God.
What's the matter?
Well, I just went blank on his name, but freaking John's picture.
Clayton Bigsby.
There you go.
Yeah, Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby.
Wow.
Oh.
I was only there for a second.
That was my introduction to Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Hell of an introduction, bro. Damn. Came in hot. So I think Aaliyah, she's coming back. I think she was having a few issues. I saw her kind of going in and out of the back. So Alicia, if you can hear me, baby, come back in and I will let you back in. But we're going to go ahead and move on. There she is. Okay. All right. So back to the good stuff. Now, should there be an age limit to the president? So 35, you can be president, you can run, but come on now. You can't be 80. I don't think you should be 80 and 90 in there and trying to keep up with all this stuff. And, you know.
No, definitely not.
But what would be a good age? Because I did ask a few of my family members this question, and they said 75. The cap should be like around 75 years old. So, what do y'all think? What should be the cap?
Shit, I don't even know if I was anything before. Maybe 70. I feel like just with, I don't know. I feel like just with nowadays, with people's age and everything, like I mean, especially when you talk about 70s and people getting dementia and kind of losing, like,
See it.
I guess losing their mind around that age too. Maybe 70 would be a gap. I mean, I'm right along with you that we shouldn't have
I
nobody
feel
with
like
campers running to be the president. But
But I and that's where I'm like kind of stuck with. It's hard for me to say because I know some freaking 90-year-olds
mhm.
like down at the American Legion and stuff. I mean, these dudes are sharp as a tack. Like they're mentally, like at the VA, I see some 90-year-olds that I talk to. I mean, they're just sharp as a tack.
Uh-huh.
Then I see some, there's some 50-year-olds, and you're just like, what the hell are you smoking?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck right now trying to decide. I do think there should be some kind of. It's just hard for me to judge because, I mean, sometimes mental clarity to me is a bigger factor than
Age.
I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think before an age consideration, I think they need to put some of these candidates through a mental health test
Yeah.
to see where they sit and then monitor them because, I mean, it's a stressful job, and I'm guaranteed, like, there's some, that stressful atmosphere will wreck your mental health
Yeah.
beyond belief.
They go in with black hair, come out with white. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
Mhm.
Hey, honestly, I remember there was a picture of Obama. That's definitely
Mhm.
what happened to him.
Yes.
when they're looking like
He aged 15 years in 4 years.
for real.
he had the good old black hair, you know what I mean, and
That's what I'm saying.
came out with gray fields, like he had the good old every inch of his head was just black and there was hair. When he got out, yeah, he was
like something scared the hell out of him.
yeah. the
So-
top secret scared the hell out of him.
See? See? Uh-uh.
Damn it, Sadie,
I
I
feel
know that
like-
was you.
I feel like the cutoff age should be like 60, 65.
Why?
Okay, so like I have worked in a nursing home. And so I have seen a lot of different things at a lot of different ages. And I feel like a lot of the residents that I worked at after 65, it just
Yeah.
downhill.
Mm.
Like the memory goes, the attitude, the aggressiveness, the not knowing your left from your right, and it gets hard to connect with people when you feel like you're losing who you are, like mentally, like.
Yeah.
So I feel like after 65, they should just not even run. Don't even put in your candidacy.
I kind of feel it both ways. How about, because I see in the chat Robert Thump. I think there should be a mental assessment to make logical and rational decisions, not just for themselves but for others. Do people agree with that? Robert also says, yeah, but if they're in a nursing home, I feel like they're to the point is your family's giving up on you. There's a reason those folks are in a home, though. So I think maybe there needs to be some kind of a mental assessment test, either done every year or like every term. I would even say every year.
Mm-hmm.
Because things happen,
Yeah.
Could have been maybe a health scare, maybe something that actually affects them. Then they're young, So I'm wondering if it's
people can. I've learned this also from being in that field, that you can go from having a normal life, going about your daily life, and then all of a sudden you can out of nowhere start getting Alzheimer's or dementia, and it's not something that's normal in your brain. It's not something that's a part of life. And it doesn't just affect people, because even the people in the nursing homes, they weren't always in the nursing home. Like, they were normal people going about their lives. And if it can happen to a regular citizen, then it can happen to a president, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, absolutely. It could happen to. It can happen to anybody. It could happen to me. I could start showing signs in the next year.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's the biggest thing with the. Like I go back to what I said. I don't think it's so much of an age thing. It's mental capacity. It needs to be evaluated. I don't know if it's something they need to do every year, if maybe every 2 years, or maybe, like Ashley said, every year during a term. I just don't think age is as big a factor.
As the mental fortitude.
It does play into it, but not as much as the candidate's mental capacity.
Is it safe to say that, because if you look at it, right, is it safe to say that you wouldn't want somebody older, like let's say like really, really older or whatever, to be representing this country? Like, I don't know if that's safe to say, if that makes any sense, but like, if you see that person, I don't know, just walking, obviously onto Air Force One, and they can barely hold it together, like that speaks volumes to other countries. Like, does that make sense? Like, we want somebody that's using a cane to walk or whatever, you know what I mean? So I think maybe the physical aspect would play some part. I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense with that, but you wouldn't want somebody either to be, like that. That's our show of, hey to the world, like this is our country. We have somebody that's hunching over trying to walk somewhere. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, you can't really use physical, because you look at FDR.
Yeah.
I mean, that jagoff got elected to 3 consecutive terms, and the dude ended up having what do you have, polio?
I believe it was something like that. Yeah.
And he was in a wheelchair for part of his presidency.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think the physical aspect should be really.
But I mean, that's what I mean. I guess it ties.
I get what you're saying, though. I agree with what you're saying. Like, if you see somebody just struggling to,
like, if he's let's say hypothetically 92 and doing that versus someone that is like 50 and was like a veteran, for example, like that. I think, I don't know if that makes kind of difference or whatever, but
yeah,
that could play a part, I guess.
Absolutely.
But
so Christian Bagajalupi says no age limit. Ultimately, it's up to us to evaluate these candidates, and if an older candidate has got it all together versus some young dumb candidate, we should be able to make that decision. Robert Dump says, then don't vote for them. Christian says, but if there's a president that has any issues that makes them unable to do the job, that's the vice president's job to take the reins. And then Robert says that it's not up to the vice president to just take over. It's not that simple. Christian says Stephen Hawkins was a genius, and he wasn't quite the most physical specimen. And one day I will pronounce his name right. One day, sir. Just wasn't today. So, I mean, I think in further talking about it, maybe I asked the wrong question. Or maybe I should have added to the question. Is it a matter of age, or is it a matter of mental stability? Because I think everybody brought up a good point. Because like Aaliyah was saying, I have met, you know, individuals in their 60s that are starting to lose their mental, you know, their mental capacity, things are starting to go downhill. And it's probably because of whatever their health is, you know, their health related, you know, environment, whatever, environmental issues, whatever it is. But then again, you do have like my grandmother, you know, she was in her 80s when she passed, but that woman was sharp, man. Like I felt like she could have ran the president, you know, she could have been president, you know, just because, you know, she may have moved a little bit slower, but like she definitely knew right from wrong. She definitely knew, you know, was able to make choices not only for herself but for her family still. So I think that's important. I think having those tests are really important because, like John was saying, you want, when the president is seen across the globe, you want the president to stand and look strong. But if visuals, like even if you're getting hired at a job and they want you to look a certain way, right? If you don't fit that build, you won't get that respect. So if the presidency is looked at as someone that's strong in stature or very intelligent, and you have someone that's not fitting that bill that's in there, then, and the other world sees that, then it's just like, okay, well, it's easy pickings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess in some instances, you look weak as a country, depending on who you have up there.
No, absolutely.
It just
absolutely.
No, you're right.
Amazing. Hey guys, if y'all want to continue to add on to that, you definitely can. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead, baby. Again?
Yeah.
Girl, what is wrong?
So this is my backup pair, by the way. this is my backup pair, by the way. And
see, you too strong. The wrestling moves got getting to you.
Well, sometimes I forget to take them off when I go to bed. And in this one particular instant, I took them off, but I laid them in the bed in a spot where, you know, I figured I usually don't roll over in. But I did, and this is the result. So now this lens just falls out.
Oh, Aaliyah. You know, my daughter broke her glasses the same way. I super glued the bad boys back together until I got her a new pair.
I mean, I've been through a lot of pairs of glasses in my life. As a child, I like to play with my cousins, and I grew up as a tomboy. So I went to sit my glasses on the back of the truck while I was playing with my cousins, thinking, you know, nothing's gonna happen to them and they'll be safe there. No one's going anywhere. Let alone did I know, while I'm in the backyard playing, my dad decides to go to the store, and I didn't know until I go back to the front yard where the truck was, and the truck is gone. And he drove off with my glasses on the back of the truck.
Oh, God. Sweetheart, you got to be more careful.
I've been through a lot of pairs of glasses in my life, but they won't give me contacts. Like, literally, I asked my eye doctor last time I went about contacts. He was like, oh yeah, no, they don't make contacts for your level of stigmatism. And I'm just like, oh, so you're telling me that I'm blind. That's great.
You know, that was going to be my next question. Like, why didn't you just get some contacts? Now, I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, and I wear mine. I just...
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, I just have a thing with putting my fingers in my eyes, man. I don't know about that. I don't know.
See, I don't mind it too much. It's just the fact that he told me that I'm basically legally blind.
Right? Yeah, you gonna get LASIK surgery? They can shoot the lasers in your eye and fix everything.
I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't
that
know.
Is something
like,
I think
I'm
would be
scared.
kind of cool
I'm
to
scared.
get done. I've heard the only side effects are, I think it's just dry eyes here and there.
Oh yeah, my counterpart at work, we share same office.
Uh-huh.
He had it like right after he started, and he started right after me. And ever since that day, I will see him go through one of them little vials.
Yeah.
A week.
Vaseline, yeah.
Like he'll have like three brand new bottles, and before like 2 weeks later, he's already replenishing.
Yep.
I'm like, man, I'm glad I ain't dealing with that. I can't get LASIK, so it's cool. I'm like, well, no big loss there.
I think I fixed it.
I suck at doing that.
You
that eye
did.
drop stuff.
Hey, you did it. Listen, they on your
There
face.
you go. Good job.
Anthony, where is your picture at? Christian
Yeah.
says. See, you got people looking at that stuff there, laughing their butts
Yeah, I
off.
know,
Like,
right?
what is it? Clay Bixby. So Christian says that when I first started watching this episode, I thought that AJ was able to snag Willow Nightingale for this show. I'm sorry, who's Willow Nightingale? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm supposed to know that, and that's my bad. My bad. If I'm supposed to know, my bad. Right now, it's over there somewhere. I can't find it.
What, Elite Styles ain't good enough?
Ooh.
I'm offended.
Oh. See, she gonna fight you, Christian. You know she a wrestler, man. I don't even know why you even go over here starting stuff with her. You know that.
Look, I said it before, and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. I ain't never back down from a fight.
Ooh. Damn straight. Let him know. Let him know. He says, "Well, I wasn't saying the VP decides to take over, but that's what they are there for. When it's determined that the president shouldn't be president anymore, there's something in place for that. So, yeah, just like what happened." Okay, female wrestler, an A&E wrestler. Man, it's been a minute. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like wrestling, but I'm actually more into the esports world than versus real. Just like in football, I love SFL, but like watching the NFL, man, I haven't watched an NFL game from start to finish in about a year. And I don't even miss it, bro. That's the crazy thing, because I used to be an NFL fan. Like, I would be watching games every Sunday and Thursday and Monday.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like when you're involved with that and like you hear your name called and you own the team and you just, this is different. It hits different. So
No, you ain't lying about that, honestly. It's definitely something where like it's just a hobby starts not taking over, but you just get so wrapped up in it, especially when it's like football like that. You just kind of like, I don't really want to watch the NFL no more. Like, I got this going on. I'm watching these games.
yeah, exactly. Last topic of the evening, something that I was truly excited about, and this is like a bonus topic. We've been doing really good on time. So, pros and cons of the service industry. So first, let me ask: has anybody here been like a restaurant server or? Okay, Leah, Corey, have you ever worked in a restaurant or anything like that?
I worked for 2 weeks in a restaurant, and I never did that shit again. Well, hey, okay. So wait, what do you define as a service industry? Are you talking about just restaurants? Are you talking about retail? I did work retail too.
I could talk about all of it because I did
retail for a bit.
Yeah.
If you were in service of people, right? Whatever. Shit. Let's just take it because I know that everybody on this has been in different realms.
I'm a star right now. I fucking hate people.
Yeah, I hated retail. I Walgreens, Walmart. I did all that, and then I got security and corrections, and I never went back. Like, yeah, it's
So I know John went down there, but during the convention, I think you went down to the boardwalk, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So
I didn't go. Well, I went to the pier. I didn't go to the boardwalk.
Oh, you went down to the pier in Galveston.
Yeah, I went down there. Yeah.
But you went to the boardwalk though, right down, like just down the street from the hotel.
Yep.
So I worked there a couple different times. I worked there once when I was 16, working those games that are on the waterfront, where you win those $2 cheap ass prizes that get torn up by your dogs or whatever. And I also worked at a restaurant down there for 2 weeks. And I really started to realize that's where I started to realize I may not like people. And then finally, when I worked at Cavender's Boot City, Western store, in this area. I did sales, and they actually promoted me because they were idiots to assistant manager. And that's when I really discovered I do not like people.
Yeah.
Like I honestly feel like if there are some people that are made to work in that industry, and God bless them, because I fucking can't do it. Like
It is.
like that. My biggest thing is whiny ass customers coming in.
Yeah.
It's like it's especially when I worked at Cavender's, because we'd have to make custom boot orders and custom hat orders and stuff, and they would, we tell them like, hey, make damn sure you're giving me the right numbers and the right sizes, and because when these boots come in, if they don't fit right, I mean, there ain't no trading them in. There's no getting your money back. It's a done deal. Especially these dumbasses who fucking would buy Stingray skin. Because that shit, I'm telling you, they would buy Stingray, and it is a skin that does not, you can't break it in. There's no breaking it in. It's not like full hide. There's no breaking it in.
Yeah.
They drop $1,500 on a pair of boots, and the next thing you know, they're crying and whining about blisters. Like, fucker, I told you. I fucking told you. I told your ass before you decided. I always try to recommend them a soft skin, lizard, ostrich, something soft. But none of these dumbasses want that look. And
that's what you get. Mm-hmm.
You get what you asked for.
Damn straight.
You would tell them, but I don't know.
I mean, I get that. I get that. Because, like, okay, so I used to be a server at Huddle House.
Okay.
And, I tell people that people are like, well, what's a Huddle House? And I'm just like, think of like, okay, so I'm like, what, you know what a Waffle House is? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so you know what IHOP is? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so think of it as like a fancier version of Waffle House, but not as fancy as IHOP.
Okay.
In between place. You're like, oh, okay, I understand now. But I used to be a server at Huddle House, and I had this table one time. I think it was like 4 or 5 people. And they were sitting in a corner booth, and they all ordered something, but they all had add-ons to their order.
I hate it.
Every single one of them had an add-on to their order. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm going to go put this in for you. Mind you, the only thing that I did wrong was I forgot to put something extra that they had ordered into the system when I was putting the rest of the order in. Everything else was correct. I read the order back to them 3 times before I left to go put it in the system. And they confirmed that everything was right. Mind you, I forgot to put one thing in when I put the order in, but I went back and put it in. Right? They get their ticket, and their ticket's over like almost like over like I think it was like $80, $80 or $90, and they're like, well, why is my bill so high? Because there's 4 to 5 of you, and each one of you ordered something extra. You're confused about why your bill is so high? And then they didn't like the fact that their bill was high, and then they started complaining, oh.
Leah?
Oh.
No, we just losing.
All right. We gonna give her a minute. We're gonna give her a minute to get together. It's all good. Anthony, what about you?
Yeah, just retail, just the just the early years. I worked at like Kmart, Walgreens. Did a little bit of Walmart too, and it just like you see what people do. Like as far as I remember when I worked at Walgreens, it wasn't like in the ghetto, but it was like, around some certain areas. So, everybody would come in there and get the little, whatchamacallit, get some cash off the EBT, little cash assistance, and then go buy a blunt. Then,
Right.
I already know what they're going to do with it. Yeah, they were like, let me, because one thing I always hated about Walgreens was we had this little thing next to, which if you want to ever help out somebody that works at Walgreens, but at our register, we would have this like little like plastic holder. And I remember all the time they would always say like, we need you to sell these items. And I never really understood it. Sorry, I just saw Dub's comment about checking receipts. I didn't do that shit. Oh yes, sir. Let me see the waters. Where you got the waters at? Hey, if I saw a thump out there, I would tackle his ass. No, I'm just kidding. But no, when I was at Walgreens, just like we had this like little podium, and it would always be just like random candies and stuff. And I just hated it so much because I remember the manager would say, "You better sell some Reese's today," and I'm like, "What's so important about this candy?" Like, god damn, like. But it was like I swear it was like a competition between stores. They would be like, "Oh well, this because the store I worked at was in it's a city called Sharon, Pennsylvania." So they would be like, "Yeah, Sharon, yeah, Corey, Sharon, we're being out like Hermitage, and the one in Youngstown is it doesn't sell shit." And I'm just like, God damn, like shut the fuck up, please. But like it always worked out too, because when the people would come in, like when they would try to do that EBT shit, I would tell them, I'm like, well, just buy this candy bar and like literally cost you $1. You'll be able to get the cash out. I'm like, okay, so you want to black them out? Okay, here you go. So, but it was kind of like you kind of see how people are, like especially like in retail and just how they act and everything, and and I just remember too, just like like it was like a comedy skit, but it was like somebody had said something like, "You'll go crazy over the cashier at Walmart, but you won't do that to your doctor or anybody else. Like you'll go over the smallest stuff because this coupon didn't get $2 off." But it just, I guess like the pros, like kind of like your question of the pros of it was like when I worked at Kmart, like it was nice because I was helping people out. Like they would say like, "Hey, can you help me with this?" Kill me with this large item, and I'll say, yeah, no problem. You know what I mean? And you get a sense of like helping people and like when they legit need help, just wherever. But then the cons of it was you kind of see how people are, and they're rude as fuck sometimes too.
Yeah,
like rude as hell.
Yes.
So like I guess that's just the thing about it, and like now the industry that I've been in, like it's kind of like, well, I can be respectful, but then people get out of line, I can actually do something about it. Retail, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you see those videos too where people be at McDonald's and be like, "You didn't give me 2 sauces? I'm throwing everything, throwing a water bottle and everything." Like it's just
doing
it's
too
just
much.
crazy. Yeah, they just doing too much. But like you see that, like especially in the service industry, yeah, it's shit's crazy. People get crazy, legit. It's crazy.
I worked in the service industry for a very long time before I switched over to sedentary work.
Yeah.
I actually worked for about 16 years as a server in various restaurants. I managed all of that. I think the pros of the service industry, I like people. If you haven't noticed already.
Yeah.
With all of the stuff that I put up with, and like I got to like y'all to be put up with some of this stuff, but or at least So I like people. I like making people happy. I like seeing the smile. So whenever I got the order right, wherever it came out, the perfect. I want my filet mignon well done. I want you to butterfly that bad boy. If you don't know what butterfly means,
who the hell would want a filet mignon well done?
Bro.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend right there.
Bro, I mean, I want
you
it.
just ruined it. I mean, I see,
there's
and
no
that's
fat.
Go out there.
there's no fat, so it's gonna be dry. But I can't tell them that. So I'm
I
supposed to
see. That's why I never did restaurant, because I'd be like, "Do you just want me to bring you a fucking catcher's mitt because that's what you're going to be eating?"
See,
Because I mean,
I'll be
No,
afraid to
you-
fuck up your order.
I'd be
you
like that.
ordered-
I'd be like that fucking movie Waiting. Have you seen that
Oh.
shit?
yes. Oof. Yes.
See that's why I don't piss off anybody in the restaurant industry.
Never.
I watched
Yeah.
that movie a few times, and next thing I
Uh-huh.
know, somebody's going to be putting some extra.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's my biggest fear.
You got some white stuff in your food. You don't know if
Yes.
that's spit or something else.
You got fucking Billy Bob spooging on your steak in the back of the restaurant, and it's like, what the shit, dude?
See, I'll be too afraid to fuck up people's order. Yeah, you wanted a burger, but then you end up getting, chicken nuggets. I'll be
You know
the
what I'm
type right
saying?
there. I would be scared. I'm like, what do you want? And how you? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna quit right now. I can't do all that.
I will say though, like the one thing I did like about working in the service, like between the retail, is the people you meet.
True. Yes, that was my
That
point.
actually was, that was actually fun though. Especially like, Rodeo Houston in February, March down here is a huge event. I mean, especially at the Western stores. If
Yeah.
you work commission, shit, you can make a killing
Yeah.
in commission. But it would always be fun because you would get people from coming in from all different parts of not even just the country, but the world, just coming for this one event. So you get to be talking to people from Europe, flying over to experience the rodeo, from Asia, Australia, like everywhere, they're coming in. So you get to meet a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures. I mean, aside from the military, I mean, that was the most experience I've got with, talking with people from different cultures and backgrounds and everything. So that, I will say, that was one aspect that I did enjoy about the service industry, was the people I got to meet.
Yes. I mean, I enjoyed meeting the different stars. Met a lot of famous people. Met Glenn from Walking Dead. He was with the other dude, the redhead dude. And I want to say they shot that that film, if anybody ever saw it. But they shot an episode where Glenn dies by Negan. And I want to say that they actually
That
shot
was
it
such
that
a
night.
that was a depressing.
Bro, that pissed me off. I stopped watching it. Like, I literally stopped watching The Walking Dead after I saw that. I was pissed because, Glenn, I'm getting mad just thinking about it because Glenn didn't deserve that. Like, he could have been ate by zombies seasons ago, but y'all decided that y'all wanted to freaking do him like that. And he was, Red, I get it. He was the one talking shit, right? Okay, he gonna get clapped. I get it. But Glenn was just standing over there. Glenn had a baby on the way. Glenn had Maggie. They pissed me off with that. Just like they pissed me off with Game of Thrones, killing Daenerys like that. Come on, bro. You still don't get stabbed in the side. I'll keep. No. This bitch went through fire. Like, she just got burnt. And she walked out. And all of a sudden, she just gets stabbed with a little bitty dagger. And come on, bro.
I didn't even make it that far in the series. I got bored with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I did too. Yeah.
No. I've seen that one episode because it was just like a holy shit moment. But
Yes.
I fell off like 2 seasons before that. Like, it just got.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They got lazy with the storytelling. They want to go ahead and get it over with. And shooting in New Zealand was costing them money. I'm sure those actors wanted more money, so they was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and end this. But they ended it bad. Like, you took this whole time to get everybody acclimated and into this story, and then you just end it like that. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's like doing all the work to get an orgasm, and then you just don't get one. Like, what kind of shit? What kind of shit is that? So,
Hey, nope.
Glenn and the redhead guy died together. Indeed.
Yeah, Abraham, that's his name.
Abraham.
Yeah, that's
right. But Abraham was talking
Christian
shit. He
brought it
wasn't
up.
scared. He was like, yo, you gonna kill me anyway. I'm gonna keep it real. That's keeping it real. It went wrong, but he kept it real. You know? But Glenn didn't deserve it. But back to what I was talking about. I just had to go on a little tangent because that kind of pissed me off. But meeting people like the stars. Wait, what is that?
Yes.
They have actually you venting about a recent date? No. A recent date. Well, it wasn't recent. A date I had with my television and The Walking Dead. That's what I was venting about. One of the cons about working in the service industry is that sometimes people felt entitled and they would treat you like you were beneath them.
Oh yeah. I can imagine.
Case in point, there was kind of going along with what Aaliyah was talking about. I had a party of it's two instances. I remember a lot of good things that happened to me, and I will say I had a lot more great experiences than I had bad ones.
Excuse me.
But you tell right. So I had a party of 20 teens, and I already knew that 20 teens coming in on a prom night. I already knew how that was gonna go. Gave them excellent service, didn't have to wait for anything. Out of a party of 20, shit you not, $2.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be kicking ass.
$2.
Yeah.
And
Teens are
kicker,
assholes.
I still had to tip out. So the bill had to been for 20 of them, and of course they was all doing little things, little appetizers and stuff like that. If I had to guess, remember it was about maybe a guesstimate was about $250 for all 20 of them, including drinks or whatever. Bro, $2?
Yeah, I'd be going out there and beating some kids' ass.
They fuck them kids.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I just honestly, she was mentioning teens on a prom night or whatever, and I just had a flashback to an incident we had when I was still with the fire department. We had, I think, right down there at the boardwalk, they had a party bus for one of the high schools, probably about an hour from here, came in to eat dinner before their prom. And of course, you know, like these dumbass kids will do, they'll sneak fucking booze onto the bus. One kid ended up actually, we had to intubate him on the bus. He had alcohol poisoning.
Oh shit.
So we had to intubate his ass. So, long story short, all those other kids on the bus, I think there was like 15 other kids, 16 other kids. We had to take them all back to the fire station. And then it turns out there was another bus coming from another high school an hour away. And we ended up, I don't know what happened with this one, but they ended up just bringing them to the fire station too. So we had like 50 teenagers from two different high schools. And we're having to wait until their parents get there. Shit. All those damn kids. I wanted to beat the fuck out of some, and they were some mouthy little bastards too. Talking like they knew shit or something.
See, and
I'm
that's the
just
reason
like,
why.
Oh my God.
That right there, that's the reason why because I used to want to be a teacher, but like realizing like the mouths on some of these kids these days, like. Yeah, now if I become a teacher, I can't teach them for first grade.
Shit, yeah.
Bro, duct tape fixes everything.
First grade.
I can't.
Oh, it almost got to that point.
But
No, I
yeah,
don't think so.
That's why I couldn't be a teacher either. No.
Nah.
I was volunteering at my daughter's school last year. I watched a fourth grade girl tell another teacher to go fuck yourself. Fourth grade girl. That's like 1 year older than my daughter.
So
I'm like, bro, And I'm just a volunteer dad. I can't. I just got to sit there and just
watch.
like stare in the headlights. Like what the hell just happened? Did I really just see this?
So
It's like
in like 2021, I was living in Texas. I was walking around the townhouse complex that I lived in, and me and my daughter's father, we walked past these girls that looked like they couldn't have been. The oldest one looked like she was no older than like 12, right? The youngest one, it was like 3 of them, but the youngest one looked like she was like maybe 6. And they walk past us, and all I hear is, "I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that pussy." I'm like, the fuck?
Oh shit!
No. No. What? Oh my god, my ears. Oh my god. What?
And how
What is happening? Like I said, the oldest one looked like she was no older than 12, and the youngest one looked like she was like 6.
Getting real. Oh shit! No, bro.
Crazy.
And in the back of my mind, I'm like, do you even know what that song
Nope.
means?
Nope. She don't.
Like, do you care? You don't even care, do you?
And I'm sure the parents are sitting there listening to it, just lollygagging and singing.
Nope. The parents was nowhere to be found. It was just 3 girls walking around the complex.
That is true. Yeah.
Well, that's probably where they heard it from, though. Parents blasting that bad boy and didn't care.
Probably.
You gotta be careful. Little sponges. Children are little sponges. They will absorb everything. You know.
Yeah, I can't talk too much shit on that because I think I was. What year did Nelly's Country Grammar album come out?
In the 90s.
I was gonna say it was 99, maybe. So I was 10 years old when I had that one, so I can't talk shit about that one really.
It's crazy though. Hold on 1 second, yo. Okay. Back to so one of the situations was the kids, the teenagers, right? Then the other one, never could understand. I don't know, so sometimes women, as servers, as guests, I'm not going to generalize it and say that all women are like that. I'm not going to say this, but there have been some women. I don't know if they're protective of their dates or their man, but I'm approaching the table. Hey, how y'all doing this evening? My name is Ashley, and I've been taking great care of y'all.
Yeah.
She looked at me he looked at me, hey, what's up? Normal. Then he look at her, and she give him that look like, don't you say. And now he looking at the menu and shit. I'm like, damn, bro. So
all I do is say, hey.
That's all I did. Bro, sis, I don't want your man. I promise you. I just got rid of one. I don't want you on. I don't need you. But so that's kind of a con because the chick will wind up picking up a tab and they won't leave me nothing or just leave me 10%. It's because you mad. Bro, I'm not trying to hit on your man. Your man loves you. He's here obviously with you, right?
Yeah.
I'm just bringing you food. But it's and so with me having to make the adjustment of just catering more to the girls. So when I'm at the table, I look more at the female,
Yeah.
eye contact at the dude.
See, and that's, at the same time, that's kind of a shitty thing when you can't even take care of your customers the right way, all because you got this thing at the table. She's insecure with herself, or else, whatever they got going on, it's their problem. But yeah, they're, in a roundabout way, dragging you into it and taking it out on you. That's.
And see, here's my thing about it. I've tried doing that, but I guess I give off a vibe. I don't know. because like when I tried to show her more attention so she don't get upset, he started getting upset. Like, why are you showing her all this attention? Like, you're supposed to be paying attention to work. And I'm like,
I ain't here.
I'm trying not to make too much eye contact with you,
paying.
so she don't get mad. And I'm trying to make time. Like, I'm doing what I can here. Like, what you want from me? I'm not a superhero.
Y'all need to go to a bar. Shit. Eat at the
For
bar.
real.
Don't come at my table, man. It's crazy though, and you would think. You think that? Yeah, go ahead, baby.
I had this. I had this family come sit at a table one time that I took, and it was somebody else's table initially, but you know he was like, you know, they done moved twice. They taking too long. I had another table come in. If you want them, you can have them. I was like, okay, cool. I'm behind on tables anyway. I'll take it. So the table comes in and they move from where they were initially sitting and they sit somewhere else. The daughter is just the whole time making a fuss, right? She's like, oh, my parents didn't get menus. They need menus. And I'm like, but they were over there. They had menus. They left the menus over there. I swear somebody gave y'all menus. I mean, they never had menus. And the mom is just sitting there the whole time and I'm looking at her so she can confirm the fact that they moved from the spot that they were initially in where they had menus. Yeah. She waits till the daughter stops yelling at me to confirm the fact that, oh yeah, we were over there. We left the menus over there. And the daughter's like, Mom, why did you let me sit there? And oh my God, I am so sorry. Yeah, no. I'm gonna give you guys a minute to order. Can I get you started with something to drink? Yeah, and I got their drink order. Okay. The daughter gave me the issues the entire time. The parents were so complacent. They were patient. They were, you know, but the daughter, everything was wrong. That's not cooked right. The eggs ain't cooked right. This is supposed to have something else on it, and I'm missing this and I'm missing that. By the time it was time for them to leave, mind you, all three of them wound up tipping me. But by the time it was time for leave, the father came and paid for the bill. And he looked at me, he was like, I'm sorry, my daughter is such a bitch.
Glad you know. No guess.
And mind you, like, she made such a big fuss about everything. My manager had to step in and basically take off $30 worth of food. So their bill went from like $120 to like $80. You know, somewhere around there. I don't know, but like, it's like, God.
That's a trick, man. That's a trick. Get in there.
The father said he would have paid the bill anyway. Because the service was great and the food was great. None of them were missing anything. Do you know this trick tried to get an extra waffle at the end of her told my manager that I never rung her up for a waffle she didn't ask for.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
These games, man. The games. Did you ever get the ones that get you to go get little things at a time? Oh, can I please have some lemons? Okay, cool. Is there anything else you need? Oh, you know what? Let me get some napkins. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Is good? Oh, let me get some water. Motherfucker. Can I get away from your table? I got like 5 other tables.
For real, when I was over here the first time, I asked if anybody wanted a refill on anything. You told me specifically, no, I'm good. And you're like, and then I walk away, and now you see me walking around with coffee, and you're like, oh, can I have a refill?
I'd be scared to be asking for more stuff because I think the one time I remember, like me, actually, like I think it was like me and like Jessica were out somewhere, and I think I was like, I was eating something, and I was like. She's like, "Are you like? Is everything good?" Like, you know, she had asked me, and I was like, "Yeah." Like, I was like, it wasn't that confident, yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, and then like for me, I'm just kind of like, like the server walks by and Jessica like goes to like tells her something. I'm like, baby, leave her alone. Like I'm I'm just kind of like I'm just like trying to keep it chill. Like I don't want to be like I don't want to be seen as a nuisance. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what that person's been through all day, and I'm just kind of like, hey, just.
My thing is though, like as a server, as a server, we're there to help you and give you what you need. You know, as long as you're respectful about it. But like my thing is,
I've had some go off on me being respectful. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna be over here.
In the famous words of Peter Griffin, what grinds my gears is the fact that I will go to a table and ask them if they need anything or if they need a refill on their drinks before I walk away. Nope, we're good. Another server will walk around and ask the same question and, oh, can I get this? Yeah. It's like I didn't just ask you that question. Now you're making me look like I can't do my job.
That's it. I hate that shit. I hate it. Yeah. Or, hey, we close at 10 o'clock. They come in at 9:55.
Oh, no, look, that shit.
There's a special place in hell for those people.
Hey, that shit would always happen to me when I worked at Kmart. Literally, we closed at 10. It was like 10 o'clock. And about 9:48, I'll be watching that front door. I think my manager said we can close it at like 9:50-ish. As soon as I get ready to run up there, guess what? Here comes all these old ass people like, oh, you guys still open? I'm like, no, and I run away and lock the door locked.
I felt kind of bad one night because we closed at midnight. We closed at midnight. And my manager would always have me lock the door like 5 to 10 minutes early so we could have time to clean and everything. And there was one night where it had just hit midnight. Like 11:59 had just turned to midnight. And this couple walked up, looked like they had just came from prom. And I was like, ooh, sucks to be you. I'm going home. I felt bad, and then I didn't. Mm-hmm. But I've had those instances where, I've had those instances where it's like, we close at midnight, and then 11:45, a group of like 4 people come in, and they're like, and they're all high. They're all high. And are you guys still open? Let's see. Half the dining room is, the chairs are on the table and the floor is wet. The cooks are, cleaning the kitchen, but the door's still open. What do you think?
Well, we got some water for you.
The things I wish I could say. The things I wish I could say. I'm like, unfortunately, I have to push that back, and I'm just like, no, yeah, we're still open. Yep. Are you ordering for here or to go? To go. I put emphasis on the to go. and they're like, we'll take it to go, and I'm just like, yes.
So yeah, you better.
Say go.
I'm like, okay, I can take your order.
Hey,
be the last one tonight, so I can do my checkout. But
but it's crazy because even like as a Patreon, I don't think I want to go in there. And if I see like tables are up, if I see the kitchen, if I see them cleaning in the kitchen, I don't want whatever you cleaning with to get on my burger or whatever else you are cooking for me. That's like my main thing. And
my main thing. And see, like, and I think that's one of the like, and that's a pro, like, words. A con for me would be the irritation and the stress that comes along with it, but the pro would be now as a consumer, I know what it's like to be on both sides. Mm-hmm. So it helps me have the patience to be able to be like, all right, I know what they're going through because I've been through the same thing. So I'm not going to be that person that's being rude in front of me. And, because I've been to like a McDonald's where, there's like 10 people in a line and there's only one person up front and they're scrambling in the back because they can't get their lives together. And I'm just like,
Yep.
okay. So this is what the next 20 minutes of my life is going to be like. But I really want this McDonald's, so I'm going to stay here and wait. Because if you can see that from outside and you go in anyway, you already know what you're stepping into. There's no point in getting aggravated.
You already know. You could have went to the McDonald's. I mean, they right down the street from each other. You know, they can't. It's on every block. That one's crowded. Just go to another one. You know.
And the lady is like, and the lady in front of her is just in front of me is being so rude and disrespectful. And I'm just like, ew.
It takes a special kind of person just to be in the service industry.
Then,
even like doctors, like they get this, like people get mad and a bit disrespectful with the doctors and nurses. But like, bro, you do understand they got needles that they're putting inside of you. Like,
I've met some doctors who don't know what they're talking about though. I know. Okay, I'll give you this. So, I had a breakout. And like it was like bumps in between my fingers and everything, and on my hand, like right around my knuckles. Mm-hmm. And I went to the doctor and I showed the doctor, and it was like, oh yeah, you have scabies.
Isn't that the when you're deficient in vitamin C or something?
No, that's like bugs underneath your skin or something.
Scabies, like you itching and everything everywhere. Like
7-year itch.
It was literally just right here. Turns out I did a little science experiment of my own. So, you know that brand soft soap?
Yes.
I'm allergic to certain scents. And it's just in the soft soap. And I figured that out because my grandmother had bought me some body wash. I think it was like the Ocean Breeze scent in the soft soap.
Yeah.
And at first, I had only been using it to wash my hands because I had another soap that I was already using to take a shower with. So I was only using that to wash my hands. And it was only my hands breaking out. And I was like, okay, well, let me stop using that for a while. I stopped using it and the breakout went away. I tried to use it again and it came back.
That's it.
I was like, this dumbass doctor.
It is like that too. A lot of different like chemicals, especially like in deodorant too. I used to have the Old Spice. It was the blue gel, like original Old Spice. I remember just putting out on my underarms and like throughout the day, my arms were burning. I was like, what the hell? Like those red marks, like my skin was burning. I was like, well, never doing that shit again. But my skin had to stop. I was like, I'm really having an allergic reaction to these chemicals.
It's crazy.
We try to tell somebody like that too. It's like, nah, not like that. Like, no, you're lying. You're lying. Okay, well,
I get that.
Google's telling me these other people are having the same issue, so I think it's that. And guess what? It is. It was that.
Like, do you believe Google? Do you believe Google? Or do you believe the doctor nowadays?
Yeah, shit. Doctors, they just want you to get in, get out. Shit.
Corey?
I don't know. I don't trust Google with doctor shit because the last time I looked up symptoms, it told me I had ovarian cancer. So I can't,
No,
Have ovaries.
Nah.
You got something you want to tell me, Corey?
Yeah, I know. Right?
Nah.
We're all the family,
Corey looks up something. Yeah, it says you're pregnant. That's not
yeah.
That reminds me of something my daughter's father told me one time.
It's the mullet.
It's the mullet. It ain't a mullet, damn it. It's not a true mullet. Look, see? It's just long. Damn it. I'm dropping my earpiece. This is long and it's just the only reason it looks like a mullet is because I'm losing all my shit right here.
Yeah.
Like it's thinning bad. It's even gotten worse. Holy shit!
I told you to get some of that rosemary oil. You don't be listening to me.
He's got the Hulkster hairstyle. That's all this.
There you go.
There you go.
Running journey on your brother.
I can't.
But no, like it's. No, I used to work. Like I don't know if you want to consider custom or the service industry, but when it comes to the medical side of things, like, you know, like I said, I was an EMT with the fire department, and that was what would really piss me off is we would get there and, you know, get ready to transport a patient, and they'd be looking up, you know, all these symptoms and stuff on Google, and they'd be telling, oh, I know it's this, I know it's this. Yeah, no, that's not how this works, you know.
When I was
actually
pregnant with my daughter, I got banned from looking at symptoms on Google.
Damn. Don't you go, Michael?
My midwife literally banned me from looking up medical symptoms on Google.
Because it was probably worrying you.
She was like, "You're scaring yourself. Stop.
Yep.
You're not allowed to look on Google anymore for that."
Makes sense. It's crazy though. It's crazy.
And
you know, I wanted to just, you know, I said all of that to like to bring up the doctors and then all of that, just the people, like whatever service, even if you're retail, if you are in the service of people, you know, there's good things and bad things, but a lot of times people are in that area, you know, in that industry, you know, for different reasons, but obviously, you know, they're there, they got to be there, you know. So I just think it's interesting to kind of share those stories because I'm sure anybody that's been in the service industry has their own, you know, and good things and the bad, but I just couldn't understand how people could be so mean and rude to people that are dealing directly with your body. So I'm bringing you food. Like, are you putting that food in your body? Your doctor is sticking you with stuff. Like your nurse, you know, like the dude changing your brakes. You know, you going in there, hey man, why the hell you taking some of my shit? Now all of a sudden you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't.
I got a funny story about that too.
Right.
I had every right to be rude. I took my car to the shop to get an oil change, and my car wasn't making any kind of noise when I took it in. I brought it out, and after I came out the shop that day, it was whenever I would stop at a red light. I'm like, what the hell is this? It wasn't doing this before. I called the shop and it was like, oh, it'll stop after like 2 days. And I'm like, okay, if you say so. And you just got to give like the oil time to filter through and everything. I'm just like, okay, if you say so. 3 days later, it's still doing it. And I'm just like, all right, now, nope, this is a problem. This is a whole ass problem. Like, I took it back to the shop and they're like, oh, there was leaks in your lines, and it's multiple leaks and we don't know where it's coming from. We can put new oil in there, but it's just gonna leak back out. Guess what? They put oil they put new oil in. Stopped altogether. Didn't leak. They completely forgot to put oil in my van and tried to blame it on the van.
Shit, bro.
I was riding around for 4 days with no oil.
How?
That van was a trooper.
Okay.
That van said, I don't need no oil. We got this. We got this.
It was a 2001 Oldsmobile Silhouette.
Hey, shit. That van said, we got you.
You better not ever get rid of that bad shit. That's a roadie right there, bro.
I did. I left it to my baby daddy, and a month after I left the state, he got it impounded.
See, he should have went with you. It should have went with you.
It should have. She should have, but like I was doing like home health aid at the time, so like I'm consistently using this van every day, all day, from client to client. 4 days. No oil.
That's crazy.
That car should have blown up.
Yeah, it's amazing that you didn't have any more issues, But
I'm just saying, like, instead of owning up to your mistake, you decided to blame the van and then tried to charge me another $60 for a job they didn't complete. I'm like, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for that. You should have finished the job the first time when I paid you the initial $60.
Girl.
They was like, we'll do it for free. You don't have to pay for it. I'm like, I wasn't gonna.
Duh. I just paid. You see, that's that dumb shit. That's
You
that
think
dumb
I'm
shit.
sit here and pay for your fuck up? You got me 50 shades of fucked up.
And I feel like if that was Corey or John, they wouldn't even try that though. Like I feel like that's another reason why I need a male friend to like go with me to some places, especially when I'm getting my cars and stuff serviced, because I feel like just because I'm a lady, they're gonna try to take
Oh, they're
advantage.
gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
will. But it's like, even though, like, even when it comes to just like oil change too, that's why like I've just like YouTube is good. So sometimes it's like, I'll just be like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. Like
Well,
I'll
see-
try to do it or something.
Yep.
I put my own
know
Freon
what I
in
mean?
my car.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. My daughter's father went to Job Corps for mechanics. Don't know how to change oil.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he said, I'm just gonna do
Missed
this,
that
and do
one.
that, and that's it. Yeah, that's, boom.
So,
You
you
missed
know,
that. That's crazy.
But I will say, Ashley, I gotta go to work at like 5 a.m.
Yes, I was just getting ready to say, did y'all have anything else y'all want to discuss? Because we are at that 1 hour and
Yeah.
46 minute mark, and I really appreciate it. Everybody
no,
was tuning in, but y'all have anything else y'all needed or
No,
y'all want to talk about?
Y'all,
Alright.
see, I gotta get up early, so
All right.
I mean, I'm at work now, so.
I like that. I like that. Well, John, Anthony, thank you so much. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it, for
as always,
hanging out.
hit me up about that thing too. I want to know what's going on with whatever. they're talking
Absolutely.
about. So,
Promise you I will.
thank you.
All
See you guys.
right.
Nice meeting you, Corey.
Being you.
Yeah,
Take it
you
easy,
beat my
brother.
ass,
You be
but
careful.
What
beat my
time you
ass,
gotta go
but-
work in the morning?
I gotta be there about 5. So
And like walking in the
And
door
it-
at 5?
at 5, yeah.
Oh yeah, you better go ahead and
You
go,
should
bro.
have been asleep.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, I think what was it that Corey said at the very top? Let me see what he said. What did you say, Corey? He said, "Fuck sleep."
Oh yeah, it's
Hell,
overrated,
sleep is
man.
overrated.
You can sleep when you're dead, man. You can
Hey,
sleep when you're dead.
But thanks again, Ashley. I
Because there
appreciate
ain't no rest.
Anytime, man.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
it. Yeah. See you
I
guys.
see you
Close
soon.
our eyes for good.
All right. So did y'all have anything y'all want to talk about before I end things? Anything else that y'all wanted to discuss? I plan on probably doing this again next Friday, coming up with a few other different topics. And if you have any suggestions on topics,
I wanted to, if it's okay with you, I wanted to give a shout out to the show that me and Jet does.
yes, please.
Okay, so for those of you who are wrestling fans, my husband and I, Jet Styles, we do a wrestling show called CWA, and we have 2 different brands, Rebel and Riot. He is the general manager of Riot, and I am the general manager of Rebel. And Rebel is broadcast on Twitch every Saturday at 6:30. He's still trying to figure out a time frame for Riot, so we'll have to catch that whenever you catch that.
Hey. Sounds
But,
good. I tell you what.
have names
If
like
you give me the link, or if you put the
K9,
link in the-
Peace Guy. We have JJ Justice, Justice Jordan. We have Chris Legend, Bobby Legend
Okay.
on the side.
Of course.
He's not actually there. We have a lot of
Freaking
we have a
Bobby,
lot of good
man.
people there. Tokens there.
Baby Cash.
Huh?
Baby Cash over there.
Not yet. Not yet. We trying to we trying to recruit her. But you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you got
Gotta
K9
talk-
over there, she got the whole K9 unit over there then.
Yeah, we got K9, we got Peace Guy, we
got
have we got Bizarro, we got Baby Bone Crusher.
Yeah. Yeah, Envy Zara. I love Envy Zara. Oh my God. I love Envy so much. Foxy. I hate she beat my ass, but like, bro, I still love her. I still love her. But yeah, we'll go ahead and check you out. And if you give me the link, I don't know if you can see chat, you can put the link in the chat because I do have some people that are saying nice. Put the link in the description and Discord. Put the link in the chat. So if you want to go ahead and do that while you're still on, you can.
For the Discord?
Yeah, for your Discord and for the link for your Twitch.
Okay.
That's fine. And Corey, while you over there yarning, you got any shout outs you want to give? You're a sleepy butt.
No, I appreciate you having me on. I enjoyed it tonight. Sorry.
No,
sorry,
man,
we just hit midnight, and I figured I'd still be good to go because I didn't do shit today.
Shoot, it's 1:05 where I'm at.
Hey, it's 10:05 where I'm at, so I still got some. I still got some.
Well, I took the day off because my wife and her sister and her mom, they're having them like a little birthday getaway weekend because they're all birthdays this month.
Nice.
So, I took today and Monday off so they can do that. And I didn't get my ass out of bed. I didn't wake up till like 9:30. That was the most I've ever slept in years.
You need it.
And I figured, I'd be good, because I've been running Sims most of the day, getting ready for ATL because we're going to be. I don't want to upset Grant again. I did that last night. I'm not going to do it again.
I shared both in the chat.
Thank you, baby. And if you want to put it in my my Discord server, and I can put it in the description too.
Okay.
Go ahead, Corey.
But no, I just been running Sims all day, and I haven't really done shit. So I figured I'd be able to keep running Sims all night, but I don't think my ass is gonna make it. The older I'm getting
up there,
we have to do some work.
That's the shit about it. I'm mid-30s. I should still be good to go for like another few hours, but nope.
I mean, I'm 40. Wait, hold on. Aaliyah's 26. You're 35. I'm 40. And I got more energy than both of y'all. What the hell is happening?
You got 2 hours more of energy than I do.
True. That's true. Running some Sims for Arizona right now. You got to do that, Poe. Hey, man, why don't you go ahead and relax, bro? Like, you gotta get ready for your your politicking show, So I'm sure you got some guests lined up. You don't even have to worry about running Sims for us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just relax. Just let the chips fall where they may. You ain't gotta worry about that, bro.
Just like I was saying, I appreciate you having me on the show, and I always enjoy being on any show you got.
Hey, man. And, it's always a pleasure having you. It's always a pleasure to have some really good conversation with some great people. And, anybody that comes on the show, even if you're in the chat, if you want to come on, just let me know. DM me on Discord or, whatnot. And then I'll be able to add you too. Get some great topics going and all of that good stuff. But again, thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime. Come back, Aaliyah.
Oh, definitely. I had so much fun tonight.
Good. All right, Corey, I'm going to see you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, have a good one. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you checking me out on this late Friday for some, Saturday morning for others. Put your goodbyes in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it while I'm playing out the next song. Again, so if you guys have any suggestions, any topics that you want us to talk about on the show, if you want to be a guest, again, let me know. Be more than happy to cover those topics. I'll be more than happy to even have you on so you can kind of bring them up yourself if you like. But until then, y'all stay safe and treat each other well. Out.
Yeah. Them my dog, them my twin, them my yeah. I like that right there. Hold up. Them my dog, them my twin. That my cuz, that my girl, that my friend, that my homie, that my round, that my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose, I say we gon' win. That my dog, that my twin, on my mama, with them, I'm gon' have to spin. Play us, we try your luck, partner, we gon' win. They in trouble, we pull up, holla, roll out friends. Yo, pull up, I'm pumping on 10, dodging the chicken cluck hens. Just made a couple stacks, divvy it up with my friends. They earned it, don't do no lens. Thinking no time for that. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. No, it's just their silence from afar in the car. Let's back up, Steve, it's Carl. Before my dog come growling gnarl. That my dog, that my twin, that my cuz, that my girl, that my friend, that my homie, that my round, that my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose, I say we gon' win. That my dog, that my twin, that my cuz, that my girl, that my friend, that my homie, that my round, that my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose, I say we gon' win. I was raised outside in the street with real figures, strapped up with new bows and heel figures. Would have never figured my uncle get locked up for life in the pen. Doing what? Pulling triggers. That's why I keep all of my dogs close. Kibbles and bits click hope when we toast. If I found out that you doing dirt, get hurt and touch the turf, then your is toast. Bake it up and split the patty pie. Gotta stay together, can't divide. Enemy is waiting on demise. I can see the hate up in demise. Young brothers, sisters on the rise. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Run it up even when you tired. Never let a hater see you cry. That my dog, that my twin, that my cuz, that my girl, that my friend, that my homie, that my round, that my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose, I say we gon' win. That my dog, that my twin, that my cuz, that my girl, that my friend, that my homie, that my round, that my partner, them. They say that we bout to lose, I say we gon' win.
That's my dog, that's my twin, that's my cuz, that's my girl, that's my friend, that's my bestie,